never showed you guys the video on this, but this rotor got messed up because the same person I bought the red car from put two different sizes of bolts in there. I didn't notice at the time, I just put them in there, and the one bolt gouged this brand new rotor. So I got all the proper hardware on here now. I think I even have a video of this. I might just upload the video on that, so you may see a video on this. But we have, you know, pretty bad rotors and brakes back here. No maintenance ever done to the car. And we got everything in here to do that. Back brakes, and got the front rotor there. Literally, I only drove like a mile and it was grinding. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, so it fucked it up right away. But we have the two back ones and good old Duralast brakes. Bunch of dog toys. Power steering, automatic transmission fluid, technically. But yeah, I might show you a little bit on this today. I don't know, probably not. No one probably wants to watch this shit, but I might show it to you anyway. All right, see what happens when I buy the cars off the worst maintained Hyundai in the world guy. Look here. There's no clips. I'm gonna have to take this out and grease it. At least I can get it out. I'm gonna have to take those off. Get the rotor off. This is pretty bad looking too. This has got a little rust in this car here, but won't be bad for a daily. And I noticed he cut the e-brake. Well, one of the e-brake don't work. Cut it. Instead of fixing it, cut it. Boy, I tell you, I gotta get this off of here, and I gotta go to the parts car and hope they have those clips. People, man, tell you, dumber than hell. I did put the other one up front. I will upload that other video so you guys can see, but look at that shit. Because he had the wrong kind of bolts in it. I'm pretty sure I explained all that kind of shit in the other video. Unreal. Actually, I'll show you the quick pic of it, or a video of it. Alright, here's why. As you can see, this bolt's not even right. And then he had this one in here, which you can tell it's completely done. And there was no lock washers or nothing on it, which I didn't notice when I put it back together, so it was kind of my fault too. But it's not the right kind of bolt either, and it was too long, way too long. The lock washer does keep it from going the whole way, but I don't think the lock washer allows it to go that far. And I think it takes up about that much space. See, that one right there's going to hit no matter what. So, yeah. So he must have had that just like, you know, half barely in there. That's why that came out easy. Be nice if these would work for the fucking back, but they won't. I had a set from my other car, but I don't know where, or from the turbo car, I don't know where I threw them. Probably threw them away because you shouldn't reuse them, but I am this time. Oh well. Alright guys, I haven't tried to start this in a while. Figured hell, mid-video I gotta go to the parts car and hope like hell I got the right parts. I might as well go ahead and try to start my car. This thing hasn't been started in a long time. See what it does. Kick some fuel to it. She might. Come on, girl. There, she started. Got a little oil oil pressure light too. She ain't had oil in her in a while. I mean, obviously when we cranked it and it got oil in it. We gotta switch. I still never switched this up. I gotta take this power and ground and put it somewhere else, because when I start the car, it re-switches it back over. Look how rich it is. She's cold. She's trying to get it fuel in there to make her work. Well, what I'm going to do is, after I get done with today's job, we're going to start tearing this apart and putting the clutch in. I've had the clutch for several weeks, never even got it out of the box. Just not excited about doing another clutch job. Everyone probably would imagine. Good old 85. Everything looks okay though. I should put a new water pump and timing belt on it just because they haven't been on there that long, but we run this car pretty hard. So our best bet would be to keep everything as maintenance as possible, to try to make it live long as possible. I like to go back up on the dyno and maybe get a set of cams and hopefully get the two-step fixed, and that's about all I can afford to do this year. Money's real tight. We do have a spare engine and a spare transmission, 2 spare transmissions. I wanted to try to throw a 1.8 engine together for you guys, but I think we'll push this one a little bit farther. Hopefully not to break its breaking point. Hope not. I hope we can get another year out of it. That'd be pretty amazing. If we can do that, I'd be really stoked. And I wouldn't mind throwing the 1.8 pistons and rods in it. Super low compression. Highest I ever seen was like 460 on those. Maybe go for like upwards of like 500, 510. That would be pretty impressive. Without a built transmission, 500 to 510, we'll see what it runs like, what the mile an hour is in the quarter mile, how it does, how it performs, how long it lasts. Maybe we can turn it up even higher. It wouldn't be worth the $1,000 for the rods, $800 for the pistons, another probably $1,000 worth of machine work. Anywhere around 4,000, probably 4,500. So probably not going to be worth it to do it that way. If we can do it this way by just sticking a new water pump. Yeah, well, of course, new water pump, new oil pump, new timing belt, and 1.8 pistons and rods. This head should be fine. Maybe take it to another better porter. Maybe have him fine port it some more. Maybe do some stuff with the valves. Try to get what we can get out of it. But yeah, I'm gonna let this run a little bit, get this part hopefully off the parts car, and show you when I'm done out here. Car sounds like a beast. Can't wait to drive it. Should just take it out right now and get a little bit of fluids through it. Transmission will slip though, but I should still take it out. Well, not the transmission, the clutch. Wow. It's been started for a while. You can hear that noisy ass throwout bearing, which I got a new one I never showed you guys. I got a new throwout bearing, new pressure plate bolts as well from the dealership. I just got those flywheel bolts, but I thought about getting some more, but they'll be fine. I used to use them like 6 times, so these were only ever used once. They'll be all right. But I think what I'll do is start jacking this up here, and I might take it a ride down the road, just one little ride down the road, and jack it up and start taking the clutch out of it tomorrow. But our job is over here today. Let me just shut this off. See that? No smoke, no nothing. Beat on daily. Hasn't been drove for last month, but we're gonna get the idle fixed too. I forgot the last time I was up there, we had the idle screw still open. That's why it's still doing that. I thought about messing with it, but it might fuck with it. So what I'm gonna do is, when I get to the dyno, I'm gonna take that thing and adjust it the whole way down and have John mess with the idle when it's down farther, because we want it to rev about 800, something around 800, especially with the cams. It'll sound much better. This would actually sound better too if it was revving down around 800 too, because it has the 1.8 cam in it. Won't be as loud as it will be with the 271 cams. But alright guys, let's go back to work on the other car. Okay, I might do I got another video, like I said, when I did the front brakes, so I'll probably upload this one first, then it'll go into that one. And I actually did those front brakes before I worked on the worst car ever, Hyundai ever too, man. That car should have just been the world's worst maintained car. But we went over to the parts car. As you guys remember, this right here was kind of dry in here. But should just put a little lube in that. That should keep, get those freed up, like, because that's supposed to move back and forth, guys, like that. But the parts car one moves back and forth perfect. So we're just going to use the whole bracket from it. Hardware actually looks like a little bit better. So, anti-seize, so that crap doesn't happen to them. And we'll put a little bit of grease. Let's use some Valvoline grease in there. Put that in there. Well, on this one. And we'll put the rotor on and put a little bit of anti-seize around this. I tried to clean this up some. I might show you guys how to use one of those, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. You need one of these. You guys probably know how to use one of these, but I don't need to show you. Fuck that. I don't need to show you this. You guys know what you're doing. This is it right here. I think it's the number 7. I think. Yeah, right there. Just put that in there like that. That goes on this. This goes up like it's the brake pad. Crank it in, yada yada. Yeah, it goes, like right there. Like it's a brake, and then twists here, it pulls against this and puts it right in. So I don't think I have to show you guys that. That's a cheap thing from Harbor Freight that save you some money than buying a other kind. I don't think I have to show you anymore. You guys, most of you know what the hell you're doing. I would think. Wheel bearing seems good. I should maybe blow this out. Yeah, well, I guess if anybody does need help with this, it's pretty self-explanatory. You got 14 here, and you got your you got your 14s in the back, 14s on here. So you got like 4 bolts, everything comes out. Oh, and these had those on for the car. Always put a little bit on here too of these with the anti-seize. Like I said, not on there. Figures, buy a car from him, half the shit ain't on there, or it's not maintained. But let me get it on there and show you guys when it's done. Hard to tell how long that's been blurry. Good old Harbor Freight jacks, they're the best, I swear. Everywhere uses them. Alright, maybe we'll get some racing done too. I'm going to try to get this clutch done. Maybe we'll get you guys a little bit of racing around Christmas, New Year's. Maybe, no promises. Okay, everybody, as you can see, we got our nasty stuff everywhere. Anti-seize. That shit just always wants to stick to everything. But as you can see here too, these work like they're supposed to. See how they work? This one works. So, you let go of it, springs right back. And that's what you want. And that's what we got there. So, glad to see that's good. That's on there. I put a little bit around here all the time. Now I got to crank that back, and we're going to assemble everything, and I'll show you guys that when I'm done. Alright, well, we got it done. I like to have new stuff for the back here. I should have took a little bit of time, painted it. Yeah, right. We got new stuff, and maybe we'll paint it then. It's too cold to paint. Everything's on here. Assembly screws are not in there. They weren't in it. I don't use them anyway. They're worthless. Once the wheel's snug down, it's good. Put a little anti-seize right there. Everything's on there. I'm gonna finish the rest up. Some reason the thing that actually holds these down won't work right in it, so I just got a zip tie there. Seems to hold it pretty good. I don't know, you know. It's not cutting in it or anything like that. We want to make sure it's not going to cut in it, so it's nowhere near that cutting in it or anything, so it should be good to go. I keep saying so for some reason. And yeah, alright. Pretty much thanks for watching, because I don't know if I'll show you the other side. I might, just to let you know I got it done. This rotor done. It's good to go. Set over here, like I said, it's pretty fairly clean on this side of the car. Like, you can see no rust or nothing on it. It probably sat about like my other tip up against a garage somewhere, and it probably ran the rain right down along the side of it and would help rust it. Like everything over here, like the jacking points, everything's good. On this side, really good. And the other side is not as good. Same way with my black car. And the same way with the red one. It's like the driver's side jacking points rust out of them. I don't know. Hopefully my tip will be good for quite some time. I'd love to find a mint one, like out of Florida or something like that. Really, really good shape. You know, hopefully one day, guys. Hopefully. Looks much better, doesn't it? We need to replace this wheel. Get some gouges in it. Anybody's got any silver fenders and doors and RD2 wheels, let me know. This one I changed the other week there, because we didn't have an incident with it. But like I said, you'll probably see this video first, and then the one I did on the front brakes. Some of you might find it pretty funny. And might see if the wife wants to bleed the clutch in this. Be nice to get that bled. I never moved it yet. But when I was doing that, finished it up, freaking ball joints stripped right at the end. So somebody put some eBay ball joints on here. We're gonna get 2 new ones for both sides and replace them before we start driving it. I have to get a few things done with it before I can start driving it, but I want to get this on the road. I've always wanted a Honda hatch. Always wanted an EK. Unlike everybody, seems like they want an EG. Always wanted an EK. And I finally got my Honda hatch. Finally. It's been years since I've had one. Used to have EFs.